Evil Softman here, back for another vid. Alright, I've been out today. I have bought stuff. You shall see stuff, and then we'll go about the rest of your day. Maybe you'll feel happy, maybe you'll feel sad. We do not know. But alas, I have lots of games. Yeah, Game and Game Station have like a big Easter sale going on at the moment. And a lot of the deals for like newer games, well, are pretty damn good. It's like some stuff that is a few years old, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that people have forgotten about it, which fickle game industry. But there we go. The first few, well, I don't know if I should separate it. I'll separate this by console. So they're all over the place. But I went to Cash Generator and I went to Cash Converters and Game and Game Station. So they're all over. This is actually out of Cash Converters, and this is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now, I've wanted this for a long time. I wanted to get this one first before I got Uncharted 2 because I wanted to play for this one, and, well, I have it. This one is actually in pretty good nick. They've had a copy in Cash Converters for ages, but it was a platinum version, plus the box was so scabby, it had some brown stuff on it. It just looked, wasn't nice at all. I was prepared just to clean it up. It just looked, nah. It just was an instant turn off. But that was about £9, which was really good for that, especially for a PS3 title. Next one is Killzone 2. Now, I got this for £8. Now, I don't know what the hell it is with some PS3 titles, but they've reduced them quite considerably. It was like, even the new Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing was down about 20 quid or something. It was like ridiculous. But this was a game that I thought at the time I'll wait for it to get cheaper, and now it's perfect time to pick it up. £8 is awesome for a PS3 title, and especially a PS3 quality title like that. So I'll have a good go on that. I'm not the greatest one for going on multiplayer sessions of it, so it'll probably be me sticking through first person, going for the story mode, and then basically get my ass handed to me a few times in multiplayer and then never play multiplayer again. Such is the way of Call of Duty 4 and how that worked. But next one for shooters and everything, I've gone for a whole thing today. It's got Time Splitters 1 and Time Splitters 2 on the PS2. Now, I did have Future Perfect on the GameCube. I'm not entirely certain where it's gone. I just know it's not in the flat. So, I bought the first two. I never actually played the first two. My whole experience of Time Splitters came from playing Future Perfect, and Future Perfect was awesome. So, I actually really looking forward to going back and actually playing through 1 and 2. I just love the series. I love the whole kind of like going back through GoldenEye to Perfect Dark to Time Splitters 1, 2, Future Perfect. Would I ever get Haze? Probably not. Even though I have a little bit of standard. Right. These two I got out of game. We'll go for them. Time Splitters 1 was £3, and Time Splitters 2, because they couldn't get the thing to scan properly, he gave it to me for free. So, there are some nice people around. Well, in a rush, they can't be arsed to do their job properly. But I take advantage of it. 'Tis awesome. Right. Next one. In game, this was Fable 2, the Game of the Year edition. Now, I've never actually played either of the two Fable games.
Good.
Shut up. But I like the look of it, so I'll give it a go and see what it's like. I like that it's the Game of the Year edition as well, because that means it has all the added download packs onto it already, which is pretty cool. I don't know if do you actually have to physically download them? I don't know. It seems like it should be on the disc, kind of like...
Be like Fallout. Sure.
It should be like Fallout and it'd be on the disc. But I have seen things where it's been Game of the Year edition, you have to download the map pack. It was like, I'm thinking Call of Duty 4 here, where they just gave you the code for the map pack and that was it. But that was £9.98 for the Game of the Year edition, and if memory serves me right, I think that only came out like last September. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Right, this is a game that came out quite close to launch of the 360, and that is Prey. Now this was only £2. and it's a good game. A lot of my mates have played through it. I've watched it, and I thought this is actually a pretty decent game. So I don't know why it's down at £2. Probably just because it's quite old and people have forgotten about it. But it's a fun little game. I'll have my time with it. It was like with the Darkness. The Darkness was dirt cheap, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. Right, next one is in Game Station, and this, well, I said it was £2. There we go. Next one is Halo 2 on the Xbox. Now, I've been going through trying to pick up most of the Halo games. After I bought 3, I went back, I got ODST, and now I've worked my way back and I got 1. So this is now me having 2, and I only have to get Halo Wars, I think. I like RTS games. I especially like Age of Empires, so it's going to be more my kind of game. I like Age of Empires games, and they're made by Assemble, even though they kind of destroyed the company after they tried to make it. But, yeah, that was £3? $3.99? Possibly. I think it was £3.99, so £4 really. And the last game, I went to Cash Generator, and they had a load of PS2 games in there, but nothing that really stood out and said, I want this. Didn't really see anything that was like that. A load of Xbox as well. There was somebody in there, it was a wifey, she bought this, it was like this it was a netbook, and she was going on about, I want a hard drive for it. I was like, okay. Kind of the netbook thing's meant to be like portable, not really storage thing, but okay. She was trying to explain all this USB cables and everything to how to put this thing in. She obviously didn't know half of what she was talking about, but she then said, no, I didn't want a hard drive, I want a disk drive. And I'm thinking, you're buying a netbook. The whole point is it's not meant to have a disk drive. If you wanted a disk drive, buy a fucking laptop. But don't know. It was just weird. I was just sitting. I was standing there. I was like thinking, what? But all right. The last game I got out of there was 99p, and that is Rayman 3: Hoodlum Havoc. Now, the only Rayman game I've really played was Rayman on the Game Boy Advance. The original Rayman. I think it was redone for the Game Boy Advance, and it was pretty damn awesome. I really want to pick up Rayman 2 for the N64. That's one of the ones I want to get quite soon. Probably when the next paycheck comes in. But it's a 3D thing, more in the lines of like Mario 64, probably Donkey Kong 64, and that kind of the like, how it's going to be a 3D platformer. Don't think it has like the collect 'em ups that they did, but I think it'll be a good fun little game. Definitely like the Rayman series. I'm not entirely keen on the Raven Rabbids ones, which is why I don't have any of the Wii ones. I might try and pick up the first one, because I bet it'd be dirt cheap by this point. But, alright, that was my pickups. So, I might do another gameplay vid tomorrow. I'll see what it is. It might be Psychonauts, but I was like thinking I'd rather like to play a bit of that to show off some bits of it, so maybe not. We'll figure it. We'll figure something out. Alright, this is Evil Soft Man.